Hello and welcome to Clearview News Desk. We're reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Florence Joshua. Welcome. Reactions have continued to trail the controversial bill seeking to amend the Electoral Act 2022 to make voting in all national, state and local council elections compulsory for all eligible Nigerians. Bearing the mind on the issue, some Abuja resident who spoke to Clearview News Imefon said they prefer to go to prison rather than participate in any election in Nigeria, as they have lost confidence in the country's electoral process unless the lawmakers provide dividends of democracy.
The bill, jointly sponsored by Speaker of the House of Representatives Tajuddin Abbas and Labour Party lawmaker Daniel Asama Ago, proposes a 6-month jail term or a fine of 100,000 naira for eligible voters who fail to participate in elections. According to the lawmakers, the objectives of the bill is to address low voter turnout, promote civic responsibility, reduce vote buying, and make voting a legal obligation rather than a thing of personal choice, adding that countries like Australia have adopted similar measures successfully. However, the bill has attracted strong criticism as Nigerians warned that compulsory voting, if enacted, will be unenforceable.
If you want me to vote for you compulsorily, I should see the evidence of what you have done for the past 4 or 5 years. Some senators or House of Rep, they don't have road. People are suffering in their own locality. I don't think that this kind of you must vote for me. Then all of us, I expect that they should enlarge, they build prison, even in the interior villages, so that, because I know that nobody will vote. There are some places they don't even vote.
The National Assembly, the man that raised that motion, is out of his sense. Voting is a civil responsibility. He should first ask himself, why do people run away from voting? He should first ask, and when he gets that answer, then he will now say it is actually a civil responsibility, not compulsion. I will tell you, why people run away from voting, they call it voter apathy, is because they don't see the performance of government to their yearning. When anybody come out to vote, they have an aspiration, the desire, what they want to achieve. But after voting, the same man that is talking, raising that motion now, what has he done to his constituency? His polling unit that queued and voted for him, what has he done for them? And you want those people now to come out and vote for him? It will never happen.
In 2017, I came from Duse to Asoko here and voted. I tried from that to show you how committed I was then. But from that 2017 to 2023, I've lost the confidence anymore to vote. So I've made up my mind, I will not vote. Even if they put it mandatory, now it's left for them. I rather prefer prison than to vote because I don't have faith in them again.
We are not like Canada, we are not like US, so we cannot compare ourselves with them. So, that is what is done there. If you say that is, we should compare ourselves, then start paying citizens, those who don't have work, as they did it there now, you start paying them. But if you cannot do that, then let us start to amend let us start from the grassroots. What make people lose confidence? Then we tackle the thing than saying, oh, if you don't vote, you go to prison. I think it's a very wrong bill.
So I prefer dying. Even if I could go to prison for not voting, I would do that. Why would I go and waste my time? At the end, they give us another thing. I will stand on the line, queue, waste my time. They are not giving me anything for voting for them. At the end, what we want, they will not give us what we want. So since they have been ringing the election, they should go ahead and do it the same way they have been doing it. If I were a Nigerian, if I am like others, I will not go there. Even the day of the election, I will not go to the polling unit because at the end, we end up being frustrated.
The reason why people may reject to do voting is due to failure on the side of the government. So I believe they should do the right thing. You can't force anybody. People will willingly do their voting.
Nigerians maintained that voter apathy stems from years of exclusion and unfulfilled political promises, not a lack of civic responsibility. Hence the need for lawmakers to drop the bill and provide dividends of democracy to the citizens.
They should drop that bill. They should look into our education, security, life and properties. They should look into road networking, build roads, rail transport, not only air. Our roads are bad, our things are bad. Houses that are affordable houses for the masses. These are the things that issue. How can somebody work for 35 years and his pension is 10 million? The director. So it's a very huge problem that we are facing.
When people vote you and you are in power, you do things that they like to see. For instance, let there be food on the table of Nigerians. Let there be security. Okay, what in the area where there is insecurity, do you want to compel people to go and kill land, to be killed?
Meanwhile, the bill has been referred to the House Committee on Electoral Matters for further legislative action. Imefon Okon reporting for Clever News.
In a related development, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has said that the People's Democratic Party (PDP) will continue to identify with Nigerians' masses and their aspiration despite the gale of defection that has hit the party. And the governor stated this at the official inauguration of the newly elected PDP Southwest Zonal Executive members held at the party's Zonal Secretariat, Old Ife Road, Ibadan. In what looked like a criticism of President Bola Tinubu, Makinde, who added that the 2027 election would be determined by hungry Nigerians and not politicians, stressed that the party would not be overly bothered about members defecting to another party. He charged members of the party not to be discouraged by the recent cases of defection from the party to opposition parties, noting that PDP remains the only party in Nigeria with very strong institutions. The former secretary to the government of the Federation, Babachir Lawal, has again raised concern about the Muslim ticket of President Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima. Speaking on the television program on Wednesday, Lawal said the president's visit to the Vatican City for Pope Leo's inauguration is an insult to Christianity. The former SGF noted that with a Christian vice president, the arrangement would have been different for the benefit of Nigerians. He, however, stated that the president's visit is not a big deal, but an arrangement that was made possible with the help of lobbyists. In another development, the 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has debunked rumor that he had gone to Rome to have a secret meeting with President Tinubu regarding a 225 billion naira debt involving Fidelity Bank. According to Obi, the claims pure blackmail, as he only exchanged greetings with the president during the inauguration mass of Pope Leo XIV.
Obi, in his post on X, asserted that he does not own Fidelity Bank, as reported by those he called blackmailers, adding that Fidelity Bank has over 500,000 shareholders, none of whom own a majority stake. He expressed displeasure over the fact that his blackmailers now talk about him from every negative perspective, as his solemn visit to Rome has been twisted. Recall that there were rumors that Obi's recent visit to Rome was not a ceremonial or religious trip, but a high-stakes political move aimed at saving Fidelity Bank PLC from financial collapse. The bank has been in a long-running legal battle with Ibadan-based company Sagecom Concept Limited for massive special damages tied to rental income losses on a luxury Ikoyi property. There have been reports that Obi had solicited for Governor Kayode Fayemi to accompany him to Rome in an effort to arrange an interface with President Tinubu. Obi has, however, described the whole story as blackmail. Abiola Alafe reporting for Clever News.
Some young Nigerians have stormed the United Arab Emirates embassy in Abuja, demanding the deportation of the immediate past group chief executive officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) to continue the ongoing probe over alleged corruption and sabotage. The protesters, under the platform of Young Professionals Forum, claimed that Kyari's alleged corrupt practices have had far-reaching implications for the economy and energy sector. According to them, Kyari's tenure was marked by deliberate obstruction of local refining initiatives, blatant disregard for national interest, and personal enrichment. One of the leaders of the group, Sambari Benjamin, claimed that Kyari's actions have crippled national productivity, drained Nigeria's foreign exchange reserves, and increased the vulnerability of consumers to adulterated petroleum products. They therefore called on the UAE government to refuse Kyari residency, asylum, and to blacklist him to prevent his escape from justice. The protesters emphasized that granting Kyari asylum would undermine the rule of law and set a dangerous precedent for other public officials who might seek to escape accountability by fleeing abroad. There is a rising tension and panic in Abidjan, the Ivory Coast capital, as gunfire echoed across the city in what appears to be the beginning of a military coup or a large-scale civil uprising. Media reports suggest a volatile and crisis situation with the government gradually losing control and internet access reportedly cut off across the nation. The report. Over the past 48 hours, at least 33 people are feared dead as clashes intensified in key areas of the capital. The unrest follows widespread dissatisfaction with President Alassane Ouattara's administration, accused of severe human rights abuses, increasing poverty and maintaining deep ties with French influence, a long-standing source of nationalist resentment.
Major breaking news. There is a coup going on in Ivory Coast. This is the best news that I woke up to. It's believed that the government, they have even cut off the internet people so that people will not be communicating with other people outside. People are on the street. They took it on the street due to their frustration. People, they are burning buildings. They are shouting. They are tired of their president. Can you believe all this? It's believed that the president is hiding right now, but it's not confirmed yet. The news is not confirmed yet. The government have not said anything about all this, although a lot of people, they are posting the situation right now, exact things that is happening right now in Ivory Coast. It's believed that all this started on the 19th and the president himself is hiding, according to the information that he is hiding because of everything that is going on. Oh my goodness, the West African country, it seems like it will be in control of the army, the government, African government, it will be control of people themselves. If all these leaders, they don't change, people will take over the government and chase them out.
Ivory Coast has just had a coup and they've removed the French puppet Ouattara. And you know, it was funny because this happened maybe like 24 hours ago, but there's been such intense information warfare going back and forth where people are saying, oh, there's no coup, there's nothing that's changed. And then you could see these two French puppets also coming out and saying, no, nothing like that has happened. But, you know, Cote d'Ivoirians went onto the streets and were taking live videos like, yo, there's a coup, Ouattara is out, no one knows where Ouattara is and everything. So they shut down the internet. I think that what they were trying to do is try and tell guys there's no coup and then have the French guys come and back up Ouattara.
While official confirmation remains unclear due to an alleged internet blackout and media shutdown, speculation on social media platforms, most notably from X, formerly Twitter, indicates that President Ouattara is either missing, arrested, or possibly deceased, as he is yet to make a public appearance or issue an official statement since the violence erupted.
The President Alassane Ouattara might be killed or arrested at the moment. There is no internet at the moment. There is no internet connection. There is no visibility in Ivory Coast. So we as a South African through the Solidarity Movement, we are watching the circumstances very carefully because Ivory Coast is the only country in Africa to give America a chance to come attack Burkina Faso. So we are watching Ivory Coast very closely right now. You know, we are waiting the final results, see what happened in Ivory Coast.
This is not the first time Ivory Coast is facing such instability, as the nation has previously endured a similar coup in 1999 and civil wars from 2002 to 2007, amongst others. These recent events bear an unsettling resemblance to past crises, raising fears of a full-scale war erupting in one of West Africa's key economies. Protesters accuse the Ouattara-led government of being a puppet of foreign powers, particularly France and the US. While growing criticism aimed at the recent expansion of the presence of AFRICOM in the region, critics argue that this military partnership marks deeper geopolitical interests that further destabilize the Sahel. As of the time of filing this report, national broadcasts are down and no official statements have been issued by state authorities, even as international organizations and embassies are reportedly on high alert, urging their citizens to seek shelter in safe places. The future of Ivory Coast hangs in the balance as the world watches what would be a defining moment in the country and Africa's political reawakening. This is a developing story. Updates will follow as more information becomes available. And that's the news. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Clearview News Desk, or via our handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Clearview Online. Many thanks for watching. I am Florence Joshua.